So for any of you who maybe haven't joined before, my name is Thubten Chöying, or just Chöying, and I am based at Kopan's Nunnery in Kathmandu. So I'm coming to you from a bit of a ways away, but Shanka and I used to be together at Kadampa Center in North Carolina. So, and I know lots of people from your center, so still feel very connected to you, and I'm very pleased to be here joining you remotely. In the chat box, you'll see I posted some mantras that we're going to use today that hopefully some of you are getting very used to by now. So if you have a mala, we're going to start by blessing the mala. If you don't have a mala, that's totally fine. I'll be keeping track of the number of mantras, so you don't have to have one. And we say this mantra for blessing the mala 7 times, and then you blow on the mala and rub it between your hands. And this multiplies the merit of any mantras you do using the mala by sextillion times. So it's worth spending about 30 seconds doing. All right, so Om RUTSIRA Mani Prawartaya Hum. 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 And then blow on your mala and rub it between your hands. And then we're also going to do the mantra to increase the power of recitation, and we do that 7 times. TAYATHA Om DHARE DHARE BENDHARE SVAHA. 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 And then in the chat, I've also included a link to more information about the practices where I've gotten these mantras that are recommended by Lama Zopa Rinpoche. So you can always check those out at your leisure. And so now let's just settle. You know, it may have been a very busy day for you. It's already been a very busy morning for me. So find your meditation posture, making sure that your back is straight, but that you're nice and relaxed. So it needs to be very stable, but without being stiff and uncomfortable that might cause some aches and pains later. It is perfectly fine during the meditation to move if you're getting some cramps or discomfort. It's natural to need to adjust a little bit during the meditation session. And just start to connect with the feelings in your body. Feel how your body connects to the seat that you're in, perhaps the floor. Just noticing the sensations. If you like, you can half close your eyes to minimize distraction. Keep your eyes open or closed. All are fine. But if you're falling asleep, come back to at least half open. Keep noticing any sensation that you might feel inside your body. And if you find any tension, just see if you can let it relax a little bit. And take 3 nice deep breaths. then let your breathing just return to its natural, gentle rhythm, just uncontrolled, relaxed breathing. And for anything that we do, we want to have a positive altruistic motivation. So before we start, it's important to think that may all the actions of my body, speech, and mind only benefit others. And since I'm human, it's part of the human condition to make mistakes. We're not Buddhas yet. We're not, maybe not Bodhisattvas yet. I can't see your minds, but assuming that we're all on the same page, all still practicing together, it's completely expected that we would make mistakes. And so we may not quite be living up to our aspiration of may all the actions of my body, speech, and mind only benefit others. And so we have this amazing purification practice of the four opponent powers that we can use as a tool on the path in order to develop that type of mind by purifying our past misdeeds and setting this resolution in order to change these habits that have been part of our continuum for countless lifetimes. We've actually got control over it by doing this practice. And so may we purify in order to continue to set ourselves in the right direction of practicing virtue and avoiding non-virtue, refraining from harming others, and whenever possible, helping them, with the wish that we may become enlightened so that we may lead all sentient beings to that state of enlightenment, perfect happiness, free from sorrow, as quickly as possible. And so in order to purify our past mistakes, it's important that we recognize any mistakes we may have been making. So now is a chance to look really honestly at ourselves with a brave mind in a positive way to admitting our faults. And start by looking back at your day-to-day, any actions of your body that may have harmed others, any actions of your speech, or any actions of your mind. Any of those negative, critical thoughts directed at others or even yourself. And especially the self-cherishing mind that thinks I'm separate and more important than others. And then if you've been holding on to any past mistakes you've made that you can remember from this week, this year, or even farther back, remembering them will help purify them. And then also set a general wish to purify anything from all previous lifetimes that we did that was negative. We can't remember it, but we still want to purify it. And then in order to do this practice, we're going to rely on our Guru Buddha, Vajrasattva, who has completely perfected this path of wisdom and compassion. We're relying on the method of Vajrasattva to do this purification. And so visualizing Vajrasattva above the crown of your head, who is one with your Guru, made of radiant, blissful white light. And if you struggle with the visualization, the picture is on your screen. You can use that to help develop that visualization. Or just focus on that body of white light. Get a feeling that the white light is there, and that is Vajrasattva. He's sitting in meditation posture, full lotus. He's holding a Vajra and bell. His face is radiant, loving, beautiful. And we say this prayer of refuge 3 times. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. And when we think about all sentient beings, we want to make sure that we don't leave a single one out. It doesn't matter whether we like them or don't like them, whether we can relate to them, whether we know them. When any sentient being is suffering, all they want is happiness. And so we have this wish that they be free of that suffering. And in order to protect all sentient beings, we do this practice of purification so that we can stop this endless cycle of harming each other. And in reliance on Guru Vajrasattva, we have this wish to purify any of these negative actions of body. And Guru Vajrasattva sends down a powerful beam of white nectar that is blissful, that enters through the crown of your head, filling your body from the top down, pushing out any negativities of body through your lower orifices as a black inky liquid. And that inky liquid just dissipates, just disappears as if it was never there. And that inky liquid is our negative actions of body, speech, and mind. And we say the mantra 7 times. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denopatita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Anudaktu Mebawa Sarva Siddhi Mempariyata Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarva Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denopatita Dido Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anudaktu Mebawa Sarva Siddhi Mempariyasa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarva Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denopatita Patita, Dita Mebawa, Sutoshaya Mebawa, Suposhaya Mebawa, Anunaktu Mebawa, Sarva Siddhi, Mempariyatsa Sarva Karma Sutame, Sitam Shriyam Kudarhum, Ha 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 Ho, Bhagawan, Sarva Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutsa Vajra Baha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anuraktu Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempariyatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudarhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarva Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutsa Vajra Baha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dito Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anuraktu Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempariyatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudarhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarva Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutsa Vajra Baha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dita Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anuraktu Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempariyatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudarhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarva Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutsa Vajra Baha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dita Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anuraktu Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempariyatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudarhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarva Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutsa Vajra Baha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. And then just be completely delighted that all of the negative actions of your body that you've created in countless lifetimes are now completely purified. And then we again do the purification, but this time for any actions, negative actions of speech. Guru Vajrasattva again sends down a blissful, powerful hose of white nectar entering the crown of your head, this time filling your body from the bottom up and pushing up all those negative actions of speech so that they come out the top and again just dissipate as if they had never been there. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dita Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anuraktu Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempariyatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudarhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarva Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutsa Vajra Baha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dita Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anuraktu Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempariyatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudarhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarva Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutsa Vajra Baha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dita Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anuraktu Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempariyatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudarhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarva Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutsa Vajra Baha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dita Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anuraktu Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempariyatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudarhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarva Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutsa Vajra Baha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dita Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anuraktu Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempariyatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudarhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarva Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutsa Vajra Baha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayasa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe. And then again, completely delighted that all the negative actions of your speech are completely purified. And then we purify any negative karmic seeds and imprints left by thoughts of ignorance or thoughts from our delusions. This time, Vajrasattva sends down a powerful ray of white light, still blissful, that enters through the crown of your head, and just like flipping the light switch in a room, and it immediately illuminates the room. Likewise, the light fills your body instantly, purifying all those negative actions of mind. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sampa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe. And now all those karmic seeds from our negative actions of mind are completely purified. And then we're purifying the obscurations that may be left, even though the main seeds are purified. It's like we've flushed the poop that is our negative karma down the toilet. But now we've got to spray the perfume in order to remove that lingering odor. And Vajrasattva sends down again a powerful light ray that completely illuminates your body as we purify any obscurations to enlightenment that are left. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anadatu Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe. And again, be completely delighted. Now, all negativities, all karmic seeds, all their imprints, completely purified. And then we set a resolve not to repeat our past mistakes. And so if there's anything specific that you remembered at the beginning of the practice, give yourself a reasonable goal for not repeating the mistake, even if it's just 5 minutes or until you wake up or until you purify tomorrow night. Whatever it is, try and set that reasonable goal. And if you keep it, really rejoice. And if you still repeat the habit, then just purify it again. And this is how we create new habits. And then we also set a general wish to always act virtuously, always be helpful and kind towards others, compassionate, loving. And again, as humans, since we make mistakes, we know that we can also purify again if we do. Vajrasattva is completely delighted with us, so happy he wants to merge with us. He dissolves into white light, enters through the crown of your head, filling your body so that your body, speech, and mind are now one with Vajrasattva's body, speech, and mind, which is one with the Guru's body, speech, and mind. No negativity left. Thinking in emptiness, there is no I, creator of negative karma. There is no action of creating negative karma, and there is no negative karma created. And we've created such incredible merit, positive energy by doing this purification for the benefit of all sentient beings. And so we dedicate it. May all the virtuous karma I have created from doing this practice ripen as my enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings as quickly as possible. And when we dedicate all of this merit, we're adding it to the pool of merit that we've been storing in order to achieve enlightenment. So it doesn't get burned up with just a delicious piece of food or a comfortable place to stay, any of the lifetime's pleasures. It stays with us because it's dedicated to enlightenment. It's there for us to draw on until we become enlightened. And so we can recite these 3 dedication prayers that are on your screen. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may bodhicitta, from which the happiness of all sentient beings comes, be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay for even 1 second, and that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may emptiness be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay even for 1 second, and that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may I, who am empty from my own side, achieve Guru Shakyamuni Buddha's enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, and lead all sentient beings who are empty from their own side to that enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, as quickly as possible by myself alone. And also having a strong wish for the long life of all of our gurus, especially His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Lama Zopa Rinpoche, any of your personal gurus and teachers. May they live long, continue to teach, and keep us close, guiding us through every lifetime until we all achieve enlightenment. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Venerable.